Okay, so there's this guy. He was cursed or something. And so he had to leave town. This is probably like the 17 or 1800s. So he left. So the town goes on, yada, yada, yada. And then the curse manifests itself, and people start going crazy. And people start roaming the streets at night, killing people. And they turn into monsters, but in the morning they're fine. So people don't think anything of it. They're like, oh, what the hell's going on? But you don't know if you're the monster. Well, it's going to cycle through different people, but eventually there'll be like a chosen one, but then everybody will turn into monsters, and they'll all just kill, kill, kill. And they're like these weird squid-type heads and claws, and it's very weird. So there's this secret society that knows about it. And I'm there, and I've just gone on a killing spree, my brother and I, and we're trying to like not let it happen. So we're holed up in this house, and I think the guy from Once Upon a Time, Robert Carlyle, is there, and he's got this weird wooden gun. I mean, I know guns are sometimes made of wood, but it's all smooth and lacquered, and it's like you put your hand inside it. It'd almost be like some sort of like a futuristic weapon, but it's made of wood. And he's like, this is how we can only stop the one with this gun, da 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 da. And the night falls, and the town starts going crazy, and we're all, I think we're safe in this room, but there's still some windows and stuff, and so we're trying to just ride out the night, and then I was holding something as a weapon just in case, and all the depictions of like the chosen one, the ultimate evil one, he's holding like a flaming sword or something like that. Well, the hammer or whatever is holding in my hand, it's already melted and it's starting to glow, and like flames are starting to flicker at the top of it. I'm like, oh, this doesn't look good, and I'm like, I started feeling bad, and then the guy, like, he smacked me with the gun, and that took me out of it for a second, and I didn't know what was going on, because I was really worried that I was going to turn into the evil chosen one and go on a killing spree, which sucks, and then you can hear everybody else out in the village, like, killing and stuff like that, but you can't see it because we've like, pulled the shutters in front of the windows. So, and then I woke up because I don't know what's going to happen, because hopefully I don't go back to that dream. So inside the dream, I'd been walking, and I found like a plastic bag full of money. And in reality, I wouldn't have spent the money, but in the dream, I spent the money. Or maybe I had the money, and then that's how I figured I got it. So either way, I've got this money. It's like this wad of $100 bills. And what else happens? So I'm someplace. I'm walking. It's like a general store outside of town, and I was supposed to meet somebody, but I walked past it, and I kept walking, and I'm out to eat with my mother, and we're talking about something, and I say something stupid, and it pisses her off. So she goes to use the ladies' room, and then she leaves, but she's just stepped out. She's like, I'll be back. I'm like, okay. So, but I'm sitting on a couch in this like diner, and we're not at our table anymore. And I'm sitting next to this guy, and nobody else is talking. So I'm like, so I move closer to the door, and I can hear my mother talking on the phone with somebody. She's very upset, and she's talking about not being able to pay her mortgage, and some other stuff, and so I'm really upset too that she couldn't feel as though she talked to me about this, and I go back in, and I need to use the restroom too, so I go into the restroom, and I can't find the light switch, so I turn on my phone, and I realize I'm just like in a bedroom, and there's a toilet in the middle of the room, and I can still barely see because my light isn't throwing off that much light, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? There's a bed there, then there's another bed in another room adjacent, and Cloris Leachman is in there, and it's basically her daughter had like thrown her in this trailer, and that's where she's spending her last days, and she's upset. I'm like, well, at least she could spend all the day in bed, and trying to lighten the situation, but apparently that doesn't go over well. So I don't even think I pee, which I probably need to do in real life. So I go back out and I find my mother, and then we're sitting there and we're listening to this guy talk, and he's like, yeah, it was really windy and the sparks flew, and then everything caught on fire. He's like, and then he's like, we tried to put it out, but some of the bags. I think what happened in it is he's trying to explain that some of the bags turned into like how Chinese lanterns will rise up in the air if they have flames in them. So that happened, but one of them was the bag with the money, and they're all like, "Oh my God, that was the money for the store," and and I feel really bad. But as soon as I leave, I realize I'm just gonna put the $100 that I have. I think I've spent some of it on lunch, so I was gonna leave the money for him to be able to find it. I did want to do it in front of everybody in the store because I thought they'd be upset. And then it segues into the dream with the monsters. So I don't know. And then I'm running through the woods, and it's and I don't have a shirt on, and I'm wearing like brown trousers, and I don't know. It's a very angst-filled dream. So I don't know. I'm going to pee and then go back to bed, and hopefully I don't turn into a squid-headed monster and killing people, because that sucked. And yeah, other than that, it was pretty cool, but because I think it was a curse. Yeah. So how do I stop this?